श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय. Essentially, there is only one inner call, but the different religions have devised different methods to make man aware of it. Once a man awakens to it, there is no more need to cry out again and again. Truly speaking, it is not you who call him, but he who calls you. Just as in the hushed silence of night, the sound of distant temple bells and conches can be clearly heard, even so, when through intense and undivided devotion to him, the hunger of the senses is stilled, his call will find response from your inmost depths and reverberate through your whole being. Then and then only will true prayer spontaneously flow from your heart. This divine call is bound to come to everyone, for Shiva, the eternal spirit, has resolved himself into jivas, sentient beings, and every creature has to become reconverted again into Shiva. Just as water freezes into ice and ice melts into water, so this play of transformation of Shiva into Jiva and Jiva into Shiva goes on and on through eternity. In this world, one cannot afford to ignore anyone. Every human being has a claim to some measure of respect and support from every other. No one should think that he is of greater importance for the maintenance of order in the universe than anyone else. Without a ruler, a country cannot be governed. On the other hand, there can be no ruler without subjects. Each one is progressing continually on the path of action that has been assigned to him by the Creator. Therefore, to consider oneself great and others small because of any merit or position of prestige one may have acquired is a serious mistake. Rather than regard this vast universe as a conglomeration of countless particles, look upon it as one indivisible cosmos, and all distinctions between high and low will then disappear. A man who respects himself will have even more respect for others. Without respect, reverence cannot develop, and without reverence, love will not awaken. When love is wanting, the Lord of love recedes into the far distance and will be difficult to find. All creatures are fundamentally one, for the whole universe is a manifestation of the one. A man who hears the word Himalaya without having actually set eyes on the mighty range will be under the impression that it is but a single mountain, whereas once face to face with the Himalayas, he will realize that they consist of hundreds upon hundreds of peaks stretching over hundreds of miles, with milliards of trees, animals, birds, insects, with streams and waterfalls. Similarly, the further one advances, or the deeper one penetrates on the path of sadhana, the more clearly will be perceived the one revealed in the many and the many in the one. In actual fact, we are always with the one, but distracted by the many we forget Him. Step by step, we learn to walk. Mouthful by mouthful, we satisfy our hunger. Single letters are composed into words. Groups of days form a month, and months added together constitute a year. You often say there is only the one without a second. This is indeed a fact, for in this universe there is nothing except the one. The world is made up of sense perceptions. Although each one of the five senses reveals a different facet of the immensity of creation, yet their endless movement originates from the One, and they again find their rest in Him. Their whole significance lies in giving expression to the One. With the one goal before you, try to focus your whole attention on one form, one perfume, one contact, or one sound, and you will eventually come to see that everything is contained in this one. Thereupon, you will realize that the one appears as the many, and that in very truth the many are the one. You will know that nothing whatsoever exists outside of the one. Shri Shri Anandamayi Mat Ki Jai.